How can you talk to your children about the important topic? Welcome to local author, mom, and education specialist, Dr. Amy Alamar. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
So this is a conversation that a lot of people, I thought, would sort of have been having for years. Maybe not the sex assault side, but at least touching on the birds and the bees a little bit. You say you're getting calls constantly about people who are like, I don't know where to begin.
Yes, so they're two different conversations.
Yes.
Of course, you can have them together.
Right.
But you should be talking to your kids about sex from very early on, and it should be, as we were talking about, a natural conversation that you come back to continually as they get older.
And like you say, it's important to differentiate. These are two very, very different things.
Yeah.
How do you touch on, maybe you've been talking about sex with your children. Now it's time to talk about sex assault. How do you define the two?
Yeah, so sex is an intimate act where presumably you have two consenting, maybe adults, maybe not.
Yeah.
But sexual assault includes an abuse of power, it includes violence, it includes, really no consent, no permissions. And those are two really different things. And it's important for girls and boys to know that that is something they can give consent, and that's something that they have power to give.
For parents that are ready to go, they're ready to have the talk, what can they say to get that started?
Start the talk right now. If you want to start talking about sexual assault, you want to talk about consent and permissions. And so everybody has the right to give consent, and you also should be asking for consent and looking for consent. And it's really clear. There's no wishy-washy between it.
Yeah. No means no. We always hear that, but
it really does.
No,
Yes.
It needs to mean no, or else there's a big problem.
And also knowing when somebody can't give consent, if they are inebriated or if they're under the influence of drugs.
I think it's also muddied the waters because we've heard these high-profile, respected people. I mean, Kevin Spacey and the allegations against him, everyone loves House of Cards. And they're thinking, well, how could someone like this be capable potentially of doing something that seems so wrong? So I think for children, they're taught to respect adults. They're taught to think, wow, he's a great actor. I love House of Cards. He's a big star. But then we've seen an accusation now coming against him from a teen who said, I was enamored by his power. And he was confused. I mean, that's hard for them, isn't it?
Yeah, and it is. It's an abuse of power, so it doesn't just have to be a physical violence. It's actually taking control of the situation. And people have to understand the control that they do have. And it's not just the rich and powerful. This happens every day, everywhere. So it's really important to understand that and teaching your own child your values, and you're raising a member of society. So no matter what the rich and famous are doing, it's up to us to raise contributing members to our own society.
Well said, Dr. Amy Alamar. Thanks so much.
You're welcome.